I'm Megan McKenzie.
And I'm James Rowland.
And welcome to this edition of Teens in Action.
In this show, we focus on body image and eating disorders. We'll cover the effects of anorexia, bulimia, and how outside influences can change how we think about our bodies.
Your body image is what you think you look like. This may have nothing to do at all with your actual appearance.
So, we went out on the streets to see what teens have to say about body image.
Friends and family can influence your body image with positive and negative comments.
But teenagers are more concerned with the opinions of others. They want to fit in, be accepted, and admired.
Poor body image can lead to low self-esteem, dieting, anxiety, depression, and eating disorders. Do you know what body image is?
Just your body in general, like how you look on a day-to-day basis.
I think body image is what everyone perceives or what you perceive of yourself.
Like how you look, like body image, like how you dress.
It's what people see from like television and all that. They think their body image should be a certain way, but it really shouldn't.
How you look?
Yeah, how you look, I guess, like to other people.
It's how you want to feel, how you want to look.
I don't know, I guess how people see you, the way you look, or just like how people see you.
Their sense of style that they like.
How you walk and like what people look at you as, like what you are.
It's the way you are, your shape, and if you love yourself.
How people see themselves.
Were you close?
The definition of body image is how you see your body and how you feel other people see you.
What outside influences affect your body image?
Basically friends.
The media, your parents, your friends, just everything around you can influence anything you do.
The media, anything on TV. Now you want to be like who you see on TV.
I think celebrities, fashion, music and TV and stuff, your peers.
Definitely the media and what people see in magazines, television shows, like award shows. They see all these actors and actresses and what they're wearing, what they look like, and they think they should be that way.
That's media. Lots of fashion, music.
I guess the music you listen to, the people you look up to.
The media.
TV and athletes. Probably peers.
Teens in the United States are under pressure to measure up to a physical standard of what looks good.
What attracts you to another person?
The way they look, if they look nice.
Personality and physique.
Looks is what draws you to the person, but then personality is like what keeps you like attracted to the person.
They have to be fit.
I like their teeth.
Probably their personality.
If you have a great personality, you pretty much set.
It depends on how they are and how they are around my friends and stuff.
I would say personality.
Personality, I guess.
Their eyes, their hair, how they dress.
To me, it's like personality and stuff like that.
Basically, like how they look.
If they're active and healthy.
Well, blonde Swedish girls is always good.
Looks is definitely a thing that I guess gets attention because it's the first thing you see.
Their personality, the way they are, and the way they treat you.
I guess confidence, like that's really attractive.
Eating disorders are about more than just food and weight loss. It's a serious disorder that affects the mind and creates an obsession with appearance.
Recently, we've talked with Ava and Megan. We hope their experiences will help teens understand how this disorder affects so many young people.
How did your eating disorder begin?
I think my case was special. A lot of girls that you talk to, men and women alike, that have eating disorders are because somewhere along their childhood they didn't have control of something. And the only thing that they felt like they could control was their food. And for me, I had the picture perfect childhood, I guess you could say. My parents were amazing. In high school, I got a lead role in a play, the female lead role, and you know, when you're younger and you see all the actresses, and they're all very skinny, and I wanted to lose weight really fast before the play. I thought to myself, what a better way to lose weight than to just be bulimic. It was supposed to be a short thing that turned into a long-term thing.
Definitely my mother's self-consciousness with her own body, abuse from my father at a very young age, And I think growing up with a sister who was very overachieving definitely led to my developing an eating disorder. Sometimes it plays out in different ways, but there was a quote from a book I read several years ago. It's always really resonated with me, and it said, I was taught at a very young age how to be ashamed of my body. And I think for the most part, and it's kind of all those standard things that you hear about. Okay, well, this and that, and you line those things up, and then you have an eating disorder.
Did you know the damaging effects that it was having on your body?
I was throwing up mostly everything that I ate, and then instead I would replace everything that I ate with pills. And I knew it wasn't very good for me. What I didn't know is how damaging it is to your teeth. I've had thousands of dollars in dental bills since then. I also didn't know the damage that it does to your esophagus, to your stomach. When you're bulimic, what happens is your metabolism slows down, and so everything that I ate that I couldn't get out of me right away, my body held on to. I definitely was unaware of the full-blown damages.
What physical changes did your body go through as your eating disorder progressed?
So I went through a few changes. I think my face got a little more sunken in, my eyes were red all the time. But other than that, physically, I didn't get really skinny. I kind of stayed the same.
Going to get a haircut, and the woman at the salon saying, what happened to your hair? And there was just this big chunk in the back that was gone. And I didn't even know. And I remember being in the hospital, having to tie the sides of my pants up with a string because they wouldn't give me a belt because I was just wasting away. Just physical weakness and, anemia, bruising, paleness. I'm still pale, but if you can imagine.
Did you ever try to hide your eating disorder?
I did try to hide my eating disorder.
Oh my gosh, yes. I hid it very well. I hid it for years.
I would lie to people about what I ate. I would lie to my parents. I'd throw food away. I would make dirty dishes in the sink for my mom.
I became a master of it, which isn't anything to brag about, but I hid it. Yeah, that was one of the difficult parts. I almost became antisocial for a while because it got to the point where if I was in a social setting, I would eat, I would leave, I would be gone. And you do a lot of crazy things trying to hide stuff like that, especially from a family that, is always in your business and wants to know what's going on and cares about you and your friends as well.
How do you think that all of this, your eating disorder, affected your friends and family?
When my family actually found out, by the time they found out, I was already done with it. My mom, I think it probably hurt her pretty bad the most, especially because I didn't really reach out for any help. I just kind of dealt with it by myself.
The disorder really affected my relationships with my friends and my family because when people try so hard to help you and you do nothing but push them away, as wonderful and loving and supportive as anybody can be, there's only so much anyone can take. It's important for people to not give up on you, even no matter how much you've pushed them away.
Can you tell us about the first time you were able to talk with someone about your situation?
The first time I really spoke with someone about my eating disorder was when my mother sent me to a therapist when I was 13. It was so strange to me, these questions. Have you ever made yourself throw up before? Like, no, throwing up's disgusting. Why would I do that? And it didn't connect for me at that time, but I really liked the therapist who I ultimately ended up seeing for 7 or 8 years, actually, through the course of my disorder. He really helped me through a lot.
What small steps did you have to take in your recovery process?
I think the first step I had to take in my recovery process was the decision to actually let it go. It's a struggle, but staying disciplined to going to therapy groups, being open and honest with yourself and with your parents. I really surrounded myself with a group of people that really wanted to help me. And you have to find those people. The whole food thing was really hard for me, even if it was small meals. That way my body got used to metabolizing food again. And really just working on losing the whole guilt trip over food.
What changes did your body go through as you began to get control over your eating disorder?
I got my period back, my hair grew back.
As I gained control, I got more social again.
I was able to go out with my friends and not be afraid of, oh my God, are we gonna go somewhere where there's food? Now how am I gonna deal with it?
It's a great feeling. You know, here's something that you've done for so long and it's consumed you, and you can finally let it go and you can be yourself again.
It renewed my self-esteem in 1,000 ways. I wouldn't go back to it. I don't even think I'd be capable of it.
Do you still find yourself comparing yourself to other women or people around you?
All the time. But at the same time, I know that everybody's different and everyone's beautiful in their own way. And that took me a long time to figure out.
How should we approach someone that we think might be suffering from an eating disorder without upsetting them?
I think it's okay to upset them. They need to know and they need to see what they're doing to their body. You know, if somebody would have told me, you'll never ever have a chance to do music, or, you know, by the end of the day you'll have a voice, or you'll have thousands of dollars in dental bills, I'd have been like, oh, okay.
Do you have any advice for other teens today?
You're young, things change, you grow up, people change, you're all different, and that's fine. As you grow up, you learn that the world's different, and that's what makes it beautiful.
I wasted 10 years of my life, if not more, to just depression itself. And not living. It's such a waste because there's so much more that life can offer you.
So just embrace it. Just love it. That would be my advice. It's just high school. You'll get through it, I promise.
Society and the media has created a state of confusion and potential danger for many young people. Even guys talk about losing weight and changing their appearance.
Some teens want to lose weight, not to get healthy, but to get skinny, because they think skinny equals having a great life. So we ask teens how media messages affect how they see themselves.
Today's youth, especially girls, get mixed messages from the media. Images of thin women are an overwhelming presence. The average woman's body has become invisible. Let's hear what teens have to say about how the media influences their lives.
On average, Americans see around 2,000 ads every week. Which of the following is not a technique used by advertisers to get you to buy their product? A, they convince you that you need the product. B, they exaggerate the product results. C, they show real-life statistics. Or D, they make you feel that you are inadequate without the product.
C. I guess the last one.
Definitely C.
I would say C, more or less.
D. D. D.
I'd say D.
C.
B.
D, they make you feel like you're not good enough unless you have that product. I don't see that a lot.
I'm gonna say C.
I'm gonna have to say C. What do you think?
C.
Yeah.
I think C definitely.
The answer is C. Advertisers rarely show real-life statistics.
A growing number of young women are risking their health and life trying to imitate the body images presented by the media.
How does the media, with their television shows, commercials, and magazines, change how we feel about ourselves?
They make you feel like you have to be skinny to be accepted.
They kind of look at you as you're not perfect until you buy this product.
Media affects girls even more than boys.
I guess it makes you feel like you need a certain product.
Especially the girls need to look like skinny. They need to have this type of hair. Their skin needs to be flawless. So definitely girls are affected way more.
Everything that you see outside, you know, like media-wise, it totally changes your persona.
They make some people feel less comfortable with their bodies. They need this stuff to make them look better or fit in better with other people.
Images of female bodies are everywhere. Women and their bodies sell everything from food to cars.
How many teens answered the next question correctly?